Welcome to the highlights. Day 4 of this third N-Power Test match. The last of the series, sadly the last of the series, because it's been a fantastic series and England found themselves in all kinds of trouble when play started on day 4. There were 326 for 9, still 338 runs adrift, and they had numbers 10 and 11 batting, and all the talk centered around whether or not India would enforce the follow-on. That was the whole topic of discussion, because just that one wicket left. Well, at the end of day 3, Rahul Dravid had made it clear that he wanted to keep his cards very close to his chest, but by the time play started, it was an open secret that India were not going to enforce the follow-on and come out and bat again. So this is how the story of day 4 unfolded. Take a look.
First ball of the 4th day of this test match.
Right.
26 overs, 2 for 86, Anil Kumble. Monty Panesar is off the mark.
And a huge roar around the ground. Anything he does gets applauded. It is as if any other player has got a half century. Something of that sort.
Tremlett's going to see a few wrong-uns from Anil Kumble. He hasn't shown the bowler that he can pick that delivery yet. He'll see a few.
It's a leg 5, 329 for 9. That'll be 4. Did he get bat on it? Yes, he did. If you add VVS Latchman as a bowler, there have been 7 bowlers used by Rahul Dravid. 27 overs from Anil Kumble. Look at Zahir Khan's figures, 3 for 32 in 23 overs. Here's Kumble. One more wicket for Anil Kumble, and he goes ahead of Glenn McGrath in the all-time list of Test wicket takers. 563 Test wickets. Oh, it's a beautiful delivery. Well, Panesar not picking it. Shaving that off stump. And again. He is a very, very popular cricketer, Monty Panesar. He's brought a new dimension to this England cricket team. What's he going to bowl now, Rev? It's 3 wrong-uns.
What do you think Monty's expecting? He's playing it by numbers. He's bowled 2. He can't possibly bowl another one. He's bowled 3 now. He'll be saying the leg break has to come, so he's going to play for a leg break. He's got to bowl the top spinner. That'll get the edge.
Well bowled, Ravi. 3-3-4 for 9. It's edge for a couple. It might run away. It's running away for 4.
Very frustrating for Kumble as he produces another wrong-un, finds the edge, and all it does is run along the ground, and he couldn't believe it. when it actually got to the rope. He never hides his emotions, Anil Kumble. He's a great competitor.
Catch it!
This pitch still a pretty good one for batting.
Oh, it's a no ball, and he trapped him in front as well. Ian Howell, quick call. How close is this? Ooh. There we are, look at that, pitching on, hitting bang in front, that's out. Unfortunately, Anil Kumble overstepped the front crease. That was plumb.
That's a better line he's bowling off stump, because if it straightens from there and it hits a pad, he's got a good shout going for him. He's got a big last stride. It's touching the line. The line belongs to the umpire.
.339 for 9. Tall man, Chris Tremlett. So he's able to get very much on top of the bounce. Sreesanth. That's just a little push by Tremlett. It's another chase. Anil Kumble won't appreciate this, having to come from mid-arm, but that's 3 runs to Chris Tremlett.
I think what this partnership is doing is making sure that India will bat again, because various things must be going through the mind of Rahul Dravid. He must be still thinking that this is a good pitch. Let's bat for 2 more sessions, put England out of it. .39 added by these two.
Keep an eye on Steve Buckner, now leg buys.
I wonder how much the fact that they've discussed and obviously decided that they're not going to enforce the follow-on is contributing to what's happening this morning. I think if you had made the decision to enforce the follow-on, there'd be probably a lot more intensity about getting this wicket. I think the fact that they've decided not to enforce the follow-on has contributed to them not being able to break this last wicket partnership.
Stop. Tremlett's thinking about a run. That's not a good idea. 3-4-5 for 9. That is a good appeal, and it's good enough to convince Ian Howell. Anil Kumble takes his 564th Test wicket. He goes 3rd in the all-time list, and that is a wonderful performance by Kumble. England are all out for 345.
Rahul Dravid will get a clue here what's going to happen. If he's batting on or going to bat again, he'll indicate to the curator that he wants a certain size roller. If you see him hold his hand above his head, it means he wants the big one. Something below, down around waist height, will mean he wants the little one. Anil Kumble getting the final wicket. Kumble picking up an LBW. That's pretty easy to give. Monty's gone a long way across with that front leg, which meant that he couldn't get the bat to the ball. The leg was in the way. So Kumble now passes Glenn McGrath. Monty Panesar is out. England all out for 345.
England 345 all out in 103 overs and 1 ball with 49 extras. Chris Tremlett 25 not out, the top scorer. Ian Bell with 63, Collingwood 62 and Alistair Cook 61. Peterson with 41. The England captain gone for 11. Partnerships, the best of them, 86 between Collingwood and Bell, Collingwood and Peterson 78, Anderson and Cook 66, and Panesar and Tremlett, that final wicket, realising 40 runs. Zahir Khan 22 overs, 13 maidens, 3 for 32. Srishant 21 overs, 2 for 80. Anil Kumble 29.1, 7 maidens, 3 for 94. 1 for 72 RP Singh and 1 for 26 Kevin Peterson, his scalp for Sachin Tendulkar.
Dinesh Karthik, 22 years old, right-handed opening batsman and a wicket-keeper.
So India bat again. Leading by 319. Everybody asking how long do they last?
Right, gentlemen.
So Dinesh Karthik opens the batting again, 22 years of age, with India leading by 319. Big question, how long are they going to bat? How long do they want to bat just to get England right out of this game?
Wasim Jafar, 29 years old, right-hand batsman.
Well, they've emerged as 2 good openers. Wasim Jafar, a definite opening batsman, knows all about the new ball, finding out about the bounce of the pitch. 29 years of age, average of just over 35. That's the big question. How long do India bat?
Well, England batted 103 overs to make that 345. If, as Ravi Shastri was just telling me in our studio, they want to battle half an hour after tea and bat about 45-50 overs. And that'll leave only about 20-25 overs this evening. That means about 110-115 overs. You've got to ask yourself, on a fifth-day pitch, large in a fifth-day pitch, is 110-115 overs enough? For the pitch have deteriorated enough to make that seem a reasonable number, or a couple of good partnerships save the day for England?
Well, what they could do with is the sun to come out and be really hot. We've just got a little bit of cloud around. I hear that there may be some rain this afternoon. I don't think so. I don't think the captain can take too much into consideration with the weather.
One of the most prolific batsmen has got off the mark. Buys. India conceded 49 extras and a last wicket partnership of 40. That's 89 runs you wouldn't normally want to budget for.
Well, both the wicket keepers have had tough games. There's been some wayward bowling, of course. You look at the England card, it's a weak card. 345 sounds, as you said yesterday, not too bad a score in a test match, but no centuries.
Over the top and for 4, so the first runs of the bat. Just wonder if one of them has been given the license to go for it. Wasim Jafar is the most steady, solid opener. Wonder if Karthik will go for it at some point.
Well, he's got 91 in the first innings. He's got the confidence, Dinesh Karthik.
And now perhaps he'll be able to play his natural game, which is to go over the top, play shots like this. 4 more. What a good shot, even better than the first. Starting to see a lot more pedigree in this young man. It's 10 for no loss after 2. No shot offered. That's got to be close. Ooh, the umpire's gone for height here. He's given in. Any longer, the postman would have brought the verdict.
What a delay to this. You're in danger when you don't play. The ball nips back. Wasim Jaffer elects not to play. You're in danger. Where does it strike him? Well, it's in line. Hawkeye, tell us where it's going. Over the top for me. Comfortably over the top. It's Ian Howell again. James Anderson with the longest appeal, and wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. There you go. Wasim Jaffer has gone for none. 10 for 1.
Rahul Dravid, age 34, right-hand batsman.
So India have lost a wicket. 10 for 1. Ian Howell's in the action. James Anderson is. Wasim Jaffer is showing a worrying tendency not to offer a shot. He did that first ball of a test match in Bangladesh. Had his off stump knocked over. Now he's been given LBW. Well, we think might be going over. Good first ball to bowl. Right, lots to look forward to in this appeal. This man centre of it all.
Watch the appeal. Huge appeal. Look at the facial expression. What's he going to do? Gone.
I wonder if he put something that would show his finger vibrating. Was it going up? Was it coming down? And then it went up. I think he was about to say, good appeal, young man. He looked like he was waiting for an act to end. I think it was poor. Yes, that's what he's seen in real time. From an opening batsman's point of view, what you've got to also see is how Wasim Jaffer's off stump is still visible when he leaves the ball. Normally when batsmen leave the ball, they cover their stumps. Jaffer has not even covered his off stump. Gone. The wickets are falling here at the Oval, and England have taken 2. That's a good ball from Tremlett.
Well, India are 10 for 2. Both openers are back, one controversially, but not this one. Outside edge. Good areas, good seam, and a little bit of bounce. Paul Collingwood is in there at second slip. England are a baller down, but these two are responding. Anderson and now Tremlett. Dinesh Karthik has gone for 8. India are 10 for 2.
Hi, I'm Sachin Tendulkar. I'm 34 years old. I'm right-handed batsman, right-arm bowler.
I wonder if he thought he'd be coming out to bat again. 34. This year he's averaging 45. Everyone's talked about how he has struggled. For a struggler to average 45, you would take that any day. Ooh, that was a good one. That was a real good one. It made Karthik play at it. He couldn't leave it. And in the situation that India is in at the moment, you would not want to leave too many deliveries. You want to play as many as you want. You want to put runs on the board. But that was a very good delivery. So often, David, don't we talk about declarations and we do all our calculations and we say how many overs and how many runs, and we discover The match sometimes has a mind of its own. It follows its own course.
Well, he sure does. And Sachin, did he think that he would have a second bat? 664 India in the first innings.
Eleven for 2. Bolden! He's made a mess of the stumps. Anderson inside edge. And another one goes down. This is good from England's point of view. The momentum is shifting. And it might just be a decision that could bite back at India.
It's an inside edge from Tendulkar. Shattered his stumps. It's not the finish he wanted in England, that's for sure, as he walks off to a standing ovation. He's been bowled in his last test innings in England for 1. India 11 for 3.
Hi, I'm Saurav Ganguly, age 34, left-hand batsman, right-arm medium pace bowler.
Eleven for 3. Now this is Tendulkar's late shot. Inside edge, the ball cannoning into middle and leg. Great sight for Anderson. And you can see there's a buzz around the ground. Crowd behind England. India effectively 330 for 3 with the lead. It's 11 for 3. Oh, that surprised him. Extra bounce. There's a spring in the stride of the faster bowlers here.
.6'7" frame from Tremlett has Dravid in trouble there.
Well, India have played really right into England's hands, because you've got overcast sky, which we talked about this morning would help the swing. But also with that last partnership lasting for virtually half an hour, so with the 10-minute break, it's 40 minutes.
And this is the wicket. I think Anderson swinging the ball, and I think Tendulkar there's overcompensated a little bit for the swing. He's played outside the line, you can see that, and that's been his downfall. Got the inside edge, shattered the stumps.
Make no mistake, at 330 for 3, there's every chance that India might still win this game. And I do believe that this was a negative decision. Just allowed England to just get that feeling that they have an outside chance here.
Well, the other thing is that with that 40-minute partnership, now it means England have only got 2 quickies out there, no Ryan Sidebottom, but cool conditions. They've only got to bowl for a bit over an hour, so they can get through this session. Then they have 40 minutes with their feet up. Then they can have another crack after lunch, which plays right into England's hands.
Yes, and as the innings goes on, no doubt Michael Vaughan will have to rotate his 2 fast bowlers at one end, and hopefully Panesar will hold up the other end and make it difficult for the Indian batsman if he gets a bit of spin like Cumberly did. And there's Ryan Sidebottom on the England balcony. He wishes he was out there at the moment. Tendulkar wicket again, just compensating to play outside the line for the swinging ball, taking a thick inside edge, dreaded sight and noise for any batsman. Clatter of the stumps. Sad finish to the great man's Test career in this country.
That's a good shot. Get a boundary for it. And just rolling away down those practice pitches.
He's looked very determined throughout this series, Sourav Ganguly, and that determination has shown up in confident footwork. Really moving those feet positively and playing good positive shots. I think that break from the game at the top level has done him the world of good mentally, got himself sorted out.
Lovely shot. That's raced away to the boundary. And that's positive footwork once again to get a good stride going.
Let's give these two batsmen a bit of confidence. That not a half volley that from James Anderson, but good footwork, positive intent.
It's 26 for 3.
India are 345 runs ahead, 26 for 3 in their second innings. England bowled out eventually for 345 all out. That 10th wicket partnership, Tremlett and Panesar, realised 40 runs. Well, it's cloudy and it's a little bit overcast. The ball is just starting to wobble a little bit. He's got it through. He's got it through along the deck, but there are two gullies there and he's beaten them both.
Got a few runs in his Test career in this region. It was pretty well bowled and pretty well played. Soft hand, soft bottom hand, opening the blade. One gully, two gullies. That's a goal.
It's a good call that by Ganguly, went early. It's a fairly fragmentary appeal, not this time.
Yeah, well, taking a chance with Ian Howell. I think they just took a chance. Most probably bat brushing the pad, some sort of a sound. Yes, I think the bat might have brushed the boot or the lower end of the pad, the front pad. Yes, and that sound was enough to get everybody excited.
Into the over, 31 for 3. And he's just lent into that, and Monty's going to chase to no avail. That's 4 runs.
What a shot that is, just as the rain starts to come down in South London. They forecast showers. Umpires having a look at each other. Sweetly timed from Ganguly, but it might be the last delivery before lunch because the umpires have pointed towards the ground staff and the covers are coming on.
.35 for 3, India, second innings. Here's Tremlett. It has absolutely flown. You could put 5 gullies, I still think he'd get it through.
He opens the face of the bat when he plays the shot sometimes, and that's why he hits squarer rather than straighter. And they're slightly uppish. If the orthodox gully had been there, possibly a chance, but Peterson's more like a run-saving backward point.
Oh, that's gone. Uppish. English fielders think there might be a chance every ball that's bowled to him.
Again, Ganguly accepting the invitation to anything wide of off stump to have a go at it. Not a definite shot like that. The greatest piece of fielding from Kevin Peterson. Maybe he should have said that. Seems to be speaking to someone. Maybe that's Ganguly, I don't know. What you were saying about his innings and career recently, I mean, now he's at the age he is, 34, 35, he knows probably that it's only performance that's going to keep him in the side when you get to that age.
Sponge ball to finish, 43 for 3. Good one, good one, good shout. Ian Howell this time doesn't give it.
It seemed to me that the ball had done a little too much this time, but Rahul Dravid's heart would have been in his mouth. I think should have carried on going down the leg side. He's bowled from wide of the stumps, and it's the in-swinger.
Well, once again, let's tell you that Hawkeye is a computer-generated representation. It's an illustration of what the ball might have done. Umpire has to decide. Two slips, and I'm not sure how we do. It is a 2 gully deployment. He's got it again. It's unbelievable how Ganguly finds the gaps. There'll be some head scratching out there.
I tell you what, that forward shot leg has to go and protect the boundary over there, because otherwise England's going to bleed runs in that region. Ganguly is very good. He might make you feel there's a little bit of a chance there, because he does occasionally hit the ball up in the air, but look how terrific this timing is. Just a little push and the ball's raced off to the boundary.
It's going to be a chase. I don't think he's quite middle bat. James Anderson, a great arm. Look at that throw coming in. 50 for 3, 50 up for India. Around the wicket now, Tremlett. Then Monty Panesar is deep on that cover boundary. Rahul Dravid finally moves on. Quite incredible, Rahul Dravid. He's on 3 now. It's taken him 53 balls. He's been in for an hour and 20 minutes for his 3 runs. Good running. Alistair Cook was just a little bit back on his heels. Nicely played again by Sourav Ganguly. And 3 to Ganguly this time.
Sourav Ganguly a bit watchful since lunch.
Yes, they're going to go now. It's hard work this for Rahul Dravid.
Collingwood's had a little bit of success in this series. Got Tendulkar out at Trent Bridge, and Dravid, Ganguly out also, added to his test wickets. He was a bit fortunate to get Ganguly in the first innings.
Lovely looking shot from Ganguly, and yet another boundary that takes him to 45, and that's his 8th 4.
This is a wide ball from Collingwood, and he likes it there. Ganguly, most of his runs in his innings of 45 have come from balls outside off stump. Particularly likes that area square of the wicket. He's contributed 45 runs for 46 balls. It's more like it from Collingwood. Straight, swinging in. 23 overs up, 64 for 3.
Almost yoked himself.
See, that's what happens when you're in a defensive frame of mind. And then suddenly you want to get after a certain delivery. Even though that was a full toss which Dravid would put 9 out of 10 times away to the boundary. He's missed out on that occasion.
Oh, Monty, lovely work, Mon. It's a great rhythm to start that, Monty. Great rhythm to start. Oh, get down!
He's found the gap again. This is exquisite, this is crisp. And I think this is some of the finest batting through the offside you will see.
Yes, I think if any Indian batsman deserves 100 in the series, it's Sourav Ganguly. Just the way he's approached batting, the way he's concentrated in the series. He's got a couple of rough decisions going against him, but his approach in this, even the second innings, has been first class.
Oh, yes, big.
Yeah, just look at that graphic again. Now, I remember all of us were in Zimbabwe at the time, Ravi, and Sourav Ganguly looked like, and in various matches, he looked like he was going to get out any minute. And just talking to him, you got the feeling that there was a lot on his mind, that he was negative in his mind. You just got the feeling that he was burdened, he wasn't scoring runs. And the point has been put forward by many, and I think it's worthy of debate without jumping to the conclusion first and then finding facts to support the conclusion. I think it's worthy of asking yourself whether that was the best thing that happened to him in retrospect, because sadly with Ganguly most often you tend to arrive at a conclusion and then look for facts to support the conclusion rather than the other way around, which is the better way of doing it.
Well, I said it then and I'm going to say it again, that it was the best thing that happened to him. Get away from the game, think about it, clear his mind and come back not only a better player, but I think a better all-round player.
Oh!
50 to Saurav Ganguly, and as fine a 50 as you'll see. 50 out of 69. Excellent effort. 69 for 3 from 25 overs. India's lead is now 388. 50 have come from just 53 balls with 9 fours. And it's an astonishing wagon wheel. Almost all of them coming in that area where England have tried to get him out.
Come on, Mod, keep it, superstar, Mod. Send it, please, boys. What is that? What is that?
He's also done with that single of the last ball is to keep strike against Monty Panesar, which is not a bad thing to do.
Get that one.
Just a single. Oh, misfielded, so they'll get 2.
Well, that's where a lot of the shouting and yelling is counterproductive. Jimmy Anderson was being yelled at by a few players in the infield. They weren't going to take the second because they were yelling at him. He tried to rush it, and they conceded the second run.
Lovely areas for you here, Monty. Hit those areas, buddy. Come on.
Gentleman at the back, as a point of view, is not afraid of expressing.
Get that.
Yes, it's got overcast here, and this looks as if it's getting darker and darker.
More runs through the offside, 2 this time.
Well, he's milking that offside, isn't he? No matter how many fielders you put there, he keeps finding the gap. In a fine innings from him. Raced away to 55 of just 57. Perfect counter-attack.
Just wonder, Ravi Chapeli, if they'll start to miss Ryan side bottom sometime now. Because Collingwood will now have to fill in for the role of the 4th bowler. Tremlett and Anderson have had a longish bowl. The fielding. Nine and a half out of 10 for the quality of the appeal. Very theatrical, very stylish. Shot played, point of contact well outside the off stump. I don't know if you caught that appeal. It was wonderfully evocative.
Oh, yes, Mont. That's a great length, Mod. That's your length, Monty. Top left sweep there, PV. That's your left, Mod.
That's the thing about Saurav Ganguly. He plays left arm spinners pretty well. On that occasion, Monty thought he'd got through his defence. He's very strong through the offside, but he can score through the onside. Hits most of his boundaries through the offside.
Oh, get that, Mod.
Just wonder, I think Rahul Dravid's got in a bit of a rut here. 76 for 3.
He's gone after playing so well. Just got a feeling that Collingwood is in the middle of a good spell, swinging it both ways. He takes the outside edge. And a superb innings from Ganguly comes to an end. 57 of 68. India lose number 4.
Well, he just can't crack that big score. Trying to ease one through the gully again where he's been so prolific. And succeeds in just edging it to Strauss. So once again, Collingwood has got Saurav Ganguly. It's 76 for 4.
VVS Lakshman is the new man in. And off the mark with a sweetly timed single. 77 for 4 from 29 overs. India have just lost the wicket of Saurav Ganguly, who was batting like a breeze. Absolutely, the freshness of the country. Without a care in the world, he was stroking the ball everywhere. And it was as good as any you've seen from Saurav Ganguly. And just nudging one from Collingwood, who has this habit of coming on slow in the air, slower off the deck. Suddenly batsmen have got to reach out for the ball.
Get that!
Now Lakshman gets going. He'll pick up 2 here.
Get that! That's good.
India lead by 399. They're 80 for 4. Huge initial wobble, 11 for 3 at one point, then a partnership of 65. They're now 80 for 4. Lead is now 400. VVS Lakshman 5 from 5 balls, Rahul Dravid 5 from 80. He wants a single. Oh dear. In the end, everyone's safe home. The errant child just came out and then got back home quickly.
Utter chaos. All's well that ends well.
Create a bit of carnage here, fellas. Bit of carnage.
Take a look at this. Yes, no, sorry. Oops. It's all okay.
Call, he's saying. Call, he's saying. Rahul Dravid struggling to get out the ball off the square.
Monty's out there.
I think what Dravid needs is a good shot, a good boundary, and then the shackles which he has imposed upon himself will be broken. And don't forget, he went into that defensive frame of mind when India had lost 3 wickets for just 11 runs, including that of Tendulkar. And to see the stumps of Tendulkar being flattered would not have been the most inspiring sights for Dravid. At that particular moment, he would have been thinking, I hope you're not in trouble here. Then, of course, Ganguly came in and helped him with that partnership. Ganguly played superbly, took the load off him, took the pressure off him.
He's going to get 4. Listen to that cheer for this.
That change of bat has done the trick. Just about to get the slow hand clap there. Rahul Dravid breaks out with a really good shot. Just watch him rock back. Use the depth of the crease before crashing the ball away. Backward of point.
That's it. His long vigil at the crease comes to an end. A simple catch to slip. The Indian skipper was on the long walk back.
Only he will know about that innings. Had to sort the team out when it was 11 for 3, but it's been an absolute nightmare. He couldn't play a shot, he couldn't get a run, and it's ended by Paul Collingwood, the gentlest of little deep seamers. Rahul Dravid has gone for 12, 89 for 5.
Hi, I am Dhoni, 26 years of age, wicketkeeper and right-hand batsman.
New batsman, MS Dhoni. Played brilliantly in the first innings. Rahul Dravid has just gone, and it's a different sort of batter that's at the crease now. Collingwood's got 2 wickets, 2 for 19.
Paul Collingwood is suddenly doing things with the ball that he would only have dreamt of. 2 for 19.
Well, the overcast conditions certainly helping the late movement. And look at the way it's also bounces. Good use of the wrist there by Paul Collingwood when he bowled that ball. That's what got the ball to bounce a little bit more than Dhoni anticipated.
That's a good over. 89 for 5.
Get on that. Shoulders, man.
It could, oh, what a shot. Oh, terrific shot. No ball, all right, but I don't think it changed Lakshman's mind at all. He had seen it as a sort of a half volley. It wasn't really a half volley around the off stump, and as only he can, he's played the ball towards mid-on. Most of the batsmen would have played it with the swing towards extra cover.
I wonder if MS Dhoni is thinking, let me get going.
96 for 5 India, and India's lead is 415. There are 42 overs remaining today. Lots of expectant people in the crowd as Tony gets one down the leg side. And it's gone for 4. 4 leg byes. Now let's change the commentary with the score topping the 100. It's 100 for 5. Nasser Hussain, Ian Chappell and Ravi Shastri.
Again, worked away on the onside. He's never afraid to play against the spin, Lakshman. That'll be 4. It's gone off the outside edge. That's a little bit of extra bounce for Panesar.
Good piece of bowling there from Monty Panesar. Bit of bounce, ball curving a little bit. And he probably just fooled Dhoni. Dhoni thinking that that ball was going to pitch a little bit shorter than it actually did. Good bowling, but no result for the left armour.
Oh.
105 for 5. .108 for 5.
Oh, down.
Just as I say, not taking risks. Dhoni has proved me wrong. Just flicking it over the infield. And getting another boundary.
Finally, a bit of aggression. And that was the point I was going to make, that at the moment it's England that are on the attack and India on the defence, and yet India are dominating on the scoreboard and have been dominating the game for 3 and a bit days. And they really shouldn't have put themselves in this position where they're on the defensive now.
Well, he goes again. Saw him hit a couple of big sixes. He's already made some useful contributions for India in his Test career. 148 against Pakistan. That was a brilliant innings. Had a great chance of getting 100 in England as well. 92 in the first innings. It was an attacking knock.
Catch it!
Leading edge put down. That was a chance.
It's a sharp chance that would have been much the same manner that he himself got out. Alistair Cook, standing at Silly Point, he was out leading edge to mid-on. But this one, these are the kind of catches that either stick or get out, because there's so little time to judge them. It's basically a reflex action catch, these.
Get on that. Oh, well done. Top floppy. Yap.
Once again, Jimmy Anderson just drifting onto the pads in this over. Quite a few deliveries picked off through the onside.
There again, runs coming on the onside.
Make it good, Kel. Make it good, buddy. All right. Like that.
119 for 5.
Get on that.
That's good running. Saw it on, was a little deep. Knew exactly how hard he had hit it. Called straight away the moment he made contact.
Get that. Catch it! Get it, Mom.
121 for 5. And he has been taken with the lead, 440 for India. They've got 5 wickets in hand. And a session in which we saw some good cricket from Ganguly. Counter-attacked, got a half century. Also saw painstaking innings from Rahul Dravid.
Well, the 2 Indian batsmen were late coming onto the pitch after tea. Maybe they was having a bit of a discussion in the dressing room as to how many Rahul Dravid, the captain, wants to declare and how many overs he's going to leave himself. I think they're going to want somewhere about 520, 530. Leave themselves maybe 100 overs plus, 110. Certainly Dhoni at the crease, he's the man to move the score along. For me, the other thing that's a factor in this is that when Collingwood bowled, when Tremlett and Anderson bowled with the new ball. The ball swung around a lot. And there's Dhoni's record going up. 20 matches. He's 1,000 runs in Test cricket. Healthy average for a wicketkeeper.
That should be 4. So India getting a move on. It's 127 for 5.
Well done, Mont.
129 for 5. Stuck there, you had it. Just good running. So some urgency being shown by the Indians. .133 for 5. Is that very hard? It's a full-blooded sweep.
Looks like to me Dhoni's lining it up now. Looks like he's ready to cut loose. Down the leg side from Panesar. That's a good exhibition of a sweep shot. That hit low and hard, down in position. Good follow through.
More runs. This will be another boundary. So Dhoni has decided that it's time to get things moving. 50 partnership comes up. 141 for 5. It's 145 for 5. Yes, they get the single. And that'll give Dhoni the strike which he wanted. No, in fact, they'll get 2. It's 146 for 5. Dhoni, you can see, wants the strike. Has been denied it for a while now.
With Dhoni and Laxman getting singles, looks like Dhoni wants to get on with it to me, so maybe a declaration is in their minds now, and Alistair Cook and Andrew Strauss, the only things they'll be thinking about at the moment is when is that declaration going to come? When am I going to put my pads on? How many overs am I going to have to bat tonight?
Gets the single. 151 for 5.
That's it.
A little bit of spin there for Panesar out of the bowler's footmarks, the rough, which India will be happy to see. Anil Kumble particularly will be happy to see the spin there, not in the footmarks, off the pitch. So this wicket is wearing.
He's looking to give himself room and head inside out. The ball just spinning a little more than he expected. You get 2.
Problem for India now, the sun's come out, so they've missed some great overs for bowling when it was overcast. Really has been a bit of a wasted opportunity.
In the air, just falling short. long off. He almost got his hands underneath it. Anderson running in from the boundary. 157 for 5.
Oh, what a brilliant effort again from Anderson. At mid-off this time. Fantastic diving effort. Great strike from Dhoni. Little wink of the eye from him there. And Anderson saving a certain 4 runs. Full-blooded strike. Anderson moving to his right. What a great effort. He caught it, and then as he hit the floor, it bounced out. Brilliant effort. Didn't have control of it though.
He's nicked it, and he knows it, and he's on the way back.
Well, he plays his shots and he's got an edge. Another little cameo. MS Dhoni is always good to watch. India in that quest for quick runs, fast runs. Just gets a little bit too close to him for the cut shot. Maybe extra bounce, but he just dives through to the keeper prior. It's a wicket for Tremlett. Still 477 is the lead. MS Dhoni 36, 158 for 6.
Hi, I am Anil Kumble, 36 years old, right-hand bowler, right-hand bat.
Anil Kumble, centurion in the first innings. India are 158 for 6. The lead is 477, and there are 25 overs remaining this evening. Bumble, what's the plan?
Get England in. Get England in and get some wickets tonight.
But if there is talk that Zahir Khan's got a thigh strain, then I can understand why India is reluctant to declare. Maybe just settle for a draw.
Good shot. Lovely looking shot from VVS Latchman.
Well, what a study this is. They're all young cricketers. Nimble on your feet. Keep your eye on the ball. Real attacking intent. That's a great stance. Down he comes. Gives himself a little bit of room leg side of the ball.
.164 for 6. That is a great shot from VVS Latchman.
There's nobody moved. None of the England players. He climbs into this. It's almost a shot in slow motion.
Some county captain had mentioned that Lakshman can't play the short ball. Oh well, that's it. He can't play the short ball.
Back to the drawing board.
Well, he had said that our bowlers are not quick, but we made him hop. Well, the ball's the one that's doing the hopping, and that too against an England bowler. That's terrific use of the feet by Kumble, and it could be a boundary. Yes, it is. Lovely use of the feet by Anil Kumble, getting to the pitch of the ball and driving it straight.
And hard. Really hard.
.179 for 6. and the lead is 498. Local time here is 10 to 5 in the late afternoon, and on the board it shows there are 23 overs remaining. Here's Monty. 180 for 6, and the lead is 499. That is the declaration. 499 India lead, and England will need to score 500 to win this test match to level the series.
Well, that's not going to happen, so what it is for India to take 10 wickets to really wrap this series up in great style. They've already won it for me, 1-0. Can they win it 2-0? Of course they can. I think they've got lots of overs to bowl at England. This is a tricky time for batsmen to come out this evening against that new ball. Then India can rest and have another go at England tomorrow. Everything's going absolutely swimmingly for this impressive Indian cricket team. They close on 180 for 6. England, a little matter of requiring 500.
180 for 6 declared. Vivius Lachman 46 not out, and Anil Kumble 8 not out. A half century, a polished half century from Sourav Ganguly after some early scares. Karthik, Jaffer, Dravid, who was there for ages, for his 12, and Tendulkar went for 1. The summary of the match: India 664 all out and 180 for 6 declared. England 345, and England now need 500 to win this match, and India need 10 England wickets to take a 2-0 result from England back to India.
Andrew Strauss, 30 years of age, left-hand opening batsman.
Yeah, tough little session for Andrew Strauss and Alastair Cook. Andrew Strauss in particular, a really tough period.
Alastair Cook, age 22, left-handed batsman.
Well, Alastair Cook at least has runs under his belt. Zahir Khan to start. He's coming from the Vauxhall end with 3 slips and a gully. And the target is 500 for England. The first run is on the board via a wide.
Be careful here, that's running away. And they'll get 2. Another couple here. Might be more than that actually. It's 3. So 6 of the first over, England 6 for no loss. Two wides in the first 2 overs. He's now bowling to Alastair Cook, who hasn't played a ball so far. And he'll get a single to get off the mark. Big shout, Ian Howell is already on the move.
Zahir was very confident, went up straight away. And you can see why. It's not all that far, but probably just missing leg stump. But he's gone way over on that occasion, Strauss.
It was interesting, while the appeal was on, he'd already moved away. Maybe he'd seen what he had to see. Try to go the other way, didn't he? He's got it wide as well. See, they're dropping wides all round. Just got the feeling that Andrew Strauss's heart might have missed a beat here. Dhoni didn't gather it cleanly, so that meant it didn't matter in the end whether or not Nick was there. Just think it hurried on him or what? Just hit his gloves before the gloves went towards the ball.
Mahendra Singh Dhoni was talking this morning about how the ball in England curves quite a lot after it goes past the batsman. And I think that was a classic example there. The ball just kept going and going. I think it surprised him how far it went.
And 4 runs.
That's just easing into that. Alistair Cook doesn't try and hit it too hard. Saw him even in the first inning play some lovely drives on the offside.
Flat-footed.
That was good thinking by Zahir. It just altered the field, got a leg slip in. Fine leg had moved a little squarer. He'd been pitching the ball up to Cook. Just checking to see if he falls for the 3-card trick. Short delivery. But easily gloved it. Hook on a top edge. And that's where he's been very good on this trip. A thinking fast bowler.
For no loss from 7. Strauss is in strike, and he's getting a boundary as well, so he'll feel a little better. Sunil Gavaskar in the commentary box. Alan Wilkins is just coming alongside. Nice firm drive that by Andrew Strauss. It's a back foot drive rather than a cut. Just tells you how slow the pitch is, that he has had so much time to be able to rock back and then smash it away.
He scores through there, but it's also his undoing. Nasser Hussain alongside. I suppose really, Nasser, if someone like Strauss does like to score through here, you can't stop him even if he does get out playing the shot.
We can't stop him, but he should stop himself. That was a length ball. It's almost like he bats sensibly, gets one boundary and he thinks, right, I'm off, I've got to hit another one. He'll play every ball on its merit. He's a good player. I know the brain can get scrambled, so maybe at the moment a few low scores. He's searching for the ball.
What was it in your mind that caused his slump? Because he arrived on the international stage and he scored century after century, didn't he? What caused the slump in Andrew Strauss's game?
Combination of the Australian bowling attack and a couple of poor decisions in Australia that went against him. Very poor decision. Better player in the first innings, better player in the first part of his career. Hasn't scored 100 for a long while. He's a good player, but I've just felt that he's gone searching for the ball. When he first played for England, he let the ball come to him, played in his areas, his zones.
Bowling well here, Sreesanth. Tearing in. Four from the over, 20 for no wicket. Nicely played by Alistair Cook. Can you go back for the second? 9 overs bowled, 22 for no wicket. Now that's a great piece of bowling. Beaten him twice in succession.
That's when a batsman thanks his stars that he's out of form. Because if he'd been in form, he would have got closer to the ball and nicked it. But because he's out of form, he's played and missed it. He won't mind that. If he's got good temperament, he'll say, well, I'm still around.
And it's gone through Latchman. Sreesanth gives chase. And they'll get 3. Doesn't bowl too many of those, but that was a gift. That was a box of chocolates.
Important for Strauss. He probably hasn't faced Kumble for a while. He hasn't got past the faster men. So it's important that Strauss gets bat on ball, gets confident against Kumble.
.31 for no wicket. That's going fast. And it's going for 4.
He likes to play that shot, doesn't he? Every time the ball's banged in short, he's quick to play that shot.
Well, it's good when it's waist high. He gets into problems when it's about chest high because his bat comes from low to high and the ball goes up in the air. That short ball from RP Singh was only waist high, and Strauss will put that away all day. Well, that will rush away past leg slip and goes for 4. Dangerous shot from Cook.
He's not happy with Anil Kumble. If you give away a run, the ball goes anywhere nearby. I think it was a little far away. Lakshman's a very good fielder in the close-in position, but even for him it was too far away.
Thought about it. RP Singh didn't want to dive.
Catch it.
They decided it wasn't worth the while to take one on the throw. They're happy with 2. Good for 2. And played well too, played down. He's let it go completely. Absolutely, completely let it go. His hands are in one place, ball elsewhere. And he will not be walking back with Anil Kumble today at the end of the day's play.
Nice Zahir Khan at backward point. It's a good shot from Andrew Strauss. He hits it straight to him. Makes a complete Horlicks of it.
Well, 50's up for England. They only need to negotiate another 13 balls today and then try and keep all 10 intact over 90 overs tomorrow. Ooh, a little bit came out of that one as well. batsman's mind. It's like packing a chocolate in 5 different ways. It's the same thing inside.
That's exactly it. That's exactly what he's doing, just trying to make the batsman lose the concentration. What sort of run-up have we got this time? Different one again.
That's gone for 4. I think a bit of wait and see, and they saw this ball is doing nothing at all. 56 for no loss after 19. Did he almost use the opportunity to latch onto it? Would have been sensational.
It was an amazing effort from Dinesh Karthik. Short ball pulled by Andrew Strauss straight into his mid-drift, off of his thigh, and he nearly recovered to get a hand on it.
His problem was he didn't know where the ball was. The idea was right. When you look at that and you say, gee, he'll probably take the simple ones, but he doesn't.
Well, how are you going to be as a batsman if you get out to that? It seems straight on the body. It could have gone up in the air. He grabbed at it the second or third attempt. As a batsman, you'd be thinking, well, that's 4. Here it is, last delivery of this 4th day. A little bit slower. Lands up at first slip. There's no appeal. And that's the end of proceedings. Michael Vaughan very happy with the way that these two have played. It's been a tricky time for Strauss and for Cook. It needed character. It's been a strange sort of day in many ways, but India still have the upper hand. England need 444 to win.
So after 4 days of tough combative cricket, 444 behind England, 90 overs. It'll really come down to, can India take 10 wickets, because that is an overwhelming number right down at the bottom of your screen. So good cricket over 4 days. England have had their moments. India have had a few more moments than England have. But the one overwhelming thought at the end of the day is, have India missed an opportunity to go ahead 2-0, or have they ensured they're going to win it at least 1-0? That was the story of day 4.